sent you?
Mm-hmm.
God, why is the default set on loop for this song? Always, it's weird. Why would the default be loop? I mean, I always unclick it. Oh, there's a little button here. It says fade tracks in and out. Is that what you clicked? Oh.
No, I did it in GarageBand.
Oh, look at that. There's fade tracks in and out. I can click that instead of... Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I clicked it.
Oh, that's new. That's new.
Oh, that's nice. Jason CF Media posted it again a little while ago. Yeah, it's awesome, right? Be cool to have him back. Oh, shit. Look what I forgot to do this morning. We just got the notice that we're not live on Rumble because I didn't punch in the fucking keys.
Oh, they really got to change that.
Are we? But we are live on YouTube?
We're live on YouTube, and Rumble archives all our videos.
Okay. And we're not, but we're not on the Twitter account I see this morning, just on my personal one. See that?
Oh, weird. Yeah.
That's weird.
That must have just been a forgotten button.
Dude, it's so hard for me not to talk about the 49ers. Oh, my God.
The 49ers?
Yeah, the 49ers. Oh, Sousa. Oh, Sousa. Someone explain to Sousa about the 49ers, please. So hard. Oh, my God.
Is that like the loss of midline stability? I don't even know.
Sousa's breaking my heart. Oh,
hey, check it out. We're on our Twitter, though, now. I got that.
Oh, just like that? Oh, shit, you did. You can just do that?
I just found that out right now.
Midstream, you can just punch it in?
Yeah. I just went to the edit button and then clicked a different destination and hit save, and boom, it updated right away.
I wonder if it's... I won't even mess with it. I was going to say you probably could do that with Rumble, too, but I just won't fuck that up tomorrow. It's hard to remember. Some people, here we go, Cornholio. Some people have up to 6 49ers. That's correct. Olivia, 49ers equals, there we go. There we go.
Oh, okay.
The NFL's greatest team.
Dude, I just thought of the best business strategy for us.
You did?
We'll do exactly what Louder Crowder does and be like, okay, we're going to be on here for 10 more minutes. And then if you really want to have the discussion, we'll see you guys over at.
Oh, he does do that and then just roll over to Rumble?
Yep.
Hey, I wonder if we could do that seamlessly. Like I say, buy here and just actually just push a button that stops YouTube, but doesn't stop. I wonder if you could, we'll have to do a test on it. You know what I mean? Like you just go over to YouTube and manually stop that stream and then keep going somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. And then you have a subscription to go to that next one.
Yeah. We charge you guys. Yeah. So happy you're back. Take my money. Thank you.
There you go. Newts is in.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. There was a girl in college, a really nice girl. She worked at the market, way out of my league. Fuck, what's her name? She worked at the Isla Vista market named Jennifer or something. And she came over to my house and she told me, she said, hey, I want you to take my virginity. Have you ever had a girl tell you that? It was so fucking weird.
No.
I think that was her name, Jennifer. She had so much hair. It was fucking amazing. She was like the drummer from the Muppets.
In the right places though. Hair in the right places.
Yeah. Well, I just love hair. It was crazy.
I just realized the 49er thing too, by the way, from that comment you read and switched it on one of the other shows.
You say that again?
I just realized the 49er thing because it was a comment you read and you switched it.
Oh yeah.
A little slow. Sorry.
Newt, I can only offer the money. Sorry, thank you. I appreciate the clarity. God, I didn't. Thank you for having a good sense of humor. I didn't mean that to sound creepy, but it just. I was like, now? She's like, yeah. And I really liked her, and she was really hot.
It's a win-win situation. Huh?
But I fucked it all up for her.
Oh no.
I wasn't her type. Like, you know what's crazy? She was really dorky, and I wasn't dorky enough for her. She was so smart. I always had to ask her, like, what did you just say? Can you explain that to me again? And she's probably like 5 years younger than me. She's probably 18. I was probably, or maybe 4 years. I was probably 22. God, she was cool. She was basically a boy. I would say that's one of the closest. She was super hot, but she's basically nerdy. You know those girls that are kind of like boys. She even smelled like a boy. I could almost chalk it up to a homosexual experience, except she had huge tits. But other than that,
we want that erotic ball story.
Yeah. Oh man, my friend actually, that is true. My friend, while I was having my one and only gay experience, my friend who actually pulled me out of that situation is actually coming over to the house today. And he has kids, and we're gonna have a crazy Nerf gun war. I'm actually kind of excited about it. Look at Audrey. I definitely smell like boy. I had James Newberry on last night.
Long show, huh? You enjoyed your time with him?
I did. I did enjoy him. I had this fucking major issue going into the show. Major issue. And
did that resolve or
no?
Okay.
Okay. No, about you remember what I sent you about 30 seconds before I went live? Yeah, that's fucking always hard, dude. That's always hard. So I invite these people on the show, and then I go through their Instagram, and like 30 seconds before I go on, you think it's inappropriate I talk about this now and didn't have the balls to bring it up to him? Like it's kind of shallow of me, or
not unless you do it like in a negative light.
Like if I do it mean.
Yeah. Then it is, because it's like, well, why didn't you just say something, you know?
Yeah.
But if you don't, if you're just discussing generally how you feel when that happens, that's different. God dang it. One of my wife's like hairs is in my shirt. You ever get that?
Oh yeah. It's like weaved like, in there.
Yes.
Yeah. You can pull. Yes. Like, hey, did you thread this in there?
It's like itching the crap out of me. Man, my face looks red. I just got in the shower.
It's a 1 in a million.
That photo.
I wish I could tell you that hair was photoshopped. It is not. Look at it. Everyone knows me so well. It's not that I don't. It's not that I don't want to argue with him. Doses. It's that he made a video 144 weeks ago saying he's out. And it's just ambiguous again. He says he doesn't agree with Greg Glassman, but there's no, like, he doesn't, just like all the other ones, he has no, well, maybe he does, and he's just being coy on purpose, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say he has no idea what the fuck he's talking about. He just did what was trendy. He just shows me that the wave of unconsciousness enveloped him too. Just throw him in the pile with the rest of the fucking tools, with the Catrins and Dan's. But the thing is, I spoke to him for 3 hours and I love the guy. But when I see that video right before I go on, I just want to be like, ugh. Why? I don't know if I can answer that honestly. I might be too guarded. Because like I want to answer that, Philip, why didn't you ask him about it? Because my immediate response is I just don't want to be a dick to someone who's on my show. But I think that's just a coward's response. Maybe I was scared. I don't know. Maybe I want to drop it. It's just like, if you want to say, hey, Greg Glassman said this and I hate him for that, I would respect that. But it's not. It's, I don't agree with what Greg said. Well, I'm sorry. What did he say? Go ahead and say it.
Yeah, I think 12 doses.
I mean, you're on my show, and I say things 1,000 times more like off the hook than that. I Floyd 19 the fuck out of this world. I fucking don't mourn that motherfucker at all. I feel bad for his parents. How about that? Like really bad. I've said it on the show before. Horrible for his parents. I don't give a fuck about him.
His daughter.
He has a daughter?
Yep.
Oh, that sucks.
I think he's got a couple of them.
Well, he should have done what Mary Yanger, Mary Slanger, and the rest of the Democrats wanted him to do: abort the baby. It's ridiculous to have a black child who would be born to George Floyd. Just abort the baby. That's what abortion's for. Save people the torment of their existence. I know. That's what I mean. You can ask without being a dick. That's why I think it's just. I think I'm just. If there's like if here is dick and here is pussy, I think the scale's more on the side of pussy. Like I'm more scared than.
Is there like a statute of limitations on it though too?
Yeah, that's fair too. Yeah,
Like,
give me some outs. Give me some outs, Sousa. Give me some
well,
outs.
I'm just like, if you go back and you see something like some of these comedians put a long time ago, and they're like, well, that's not politically correct. And then we like grab our pitchforks and chase after them. Like,
Right.
you know,
Right. Like I'm being part of the, but I do want to ask him about it. It is a little hiccup. I mean, you and I have had conversations quite in depth about that time in your response, and we had not that you did anything crazy, but
I think 12 Daily Doses kind of said like if you pressed him for an answer, he doesn't know either. He just kind of like went with like what you were saying, the wave of unconsciousness, and he was just saying it was just going with like the popular athlete trendy thing. So really pressed, he probably doesn't even fully have an opinion on it or a strong one. He just went with the populist idea at the time.
Right. I still think it's still crazy for me to see that stuff. Right. Because here we go. Because I'm saying give everyone the opportunity like you did Rich, because what Rich did is exactly the same. Well, I don't think Rich made a post exactly like that, but I feel it's hard. I really want to defend Rich, but in the thing with, I think either Philip or someone asked Rich about it on the show.
They did.
And listen, it would have been better than talking about veganism for so long. Here's the thing, though. I have a certain tact that some of you fucking knuckleheads don't have. Like Sarah's in the comments, and you guys are like, "Why don't you have Sarah on?" What if I don't want her on? You're like the fucking little kid that asked the people to spend the night with the fucking like when kids do that, they like go like when the parents are there, like I don't care about this because they're just kids, but they're just like, mommy, can I stay the night at Susie's house? And no one's asked any of the parents, and it's awkward for the parents. Or like I'll be places and the kids are like setting up a play date, and I'm looking at the parent and I'm like, I don't want to go play date with you, motherfucker.
You're doing this in the
it's
background.
like it's so it's like you guys have no fucking tact, some of you. Oh, why don't you send him a CEO shirt? How about fuck off? I'll decide that. Stay in your fucking lane. Do you know what I mean? They like the comments 100%. Just, it's like, dude, have some fucking tact.
Yeah. When I called the show, that guy was like, Sousa, hire more coaches. I was like, oh, thank goodness you've saved me. Now I know what to do.
But the thing is, on the flip side of that, don't get me wrong. When I don't know if it was Philip or someone, but someone asked Jason Khalipa when he was on, what about the Greg thing? And someone asked Rich, and it's like, I asked Tom, and Tom had, yeah, like that, fuck, like I wouldn't have done that. And that worked out great. That worked out great. So I don't know. I love all you guys. Don't anyone take it like, I don't mean to be, I'm just, my insight. Yeah, this asshole piled on too. This guy does it too. This guy has no tact either, Mr. Andrew Hiller. It's simple. Don't post anything to the internet you don't mean would have fixed all the I'm out black squares.
Or delete them.
What did Hiller did something like that too the other day to me? Put me on the spot with something. I'm going to get a call from Sarah. You don't want me on? No, I'm not saying that. Of course I want you on. Just saying.
It was a friendly example because we knew you wouldn't be hurt, Sarah.
Yeah, exactly. Man, it's a tough show. It's a tough show. Sorry, I just added this like in the last minute, so you don't have this, Susan. This will be the only one I'll be pulling up today. Okay. I haven't read this yet. I'm going to read this for the first time while I read it to you guys. This is from the CEO of Anheuser-Busch, Brendan Whitworth. As the CEO of a company founded in America's heartland more than 165 years ago, I'm responsible for ensuring every consumer feels proud of the beer we brew. We're honored to be part of the fabric of this country. Anheuser-Busch employs more than 18,000 people, and our independent distributors employ an additional 47,000 valued colleagues. We have thousands of partners, millions of fans, and proud history supporting our communities, military, first responders, sports fans, and hardworking Americans everywhere. Hey, Don. I love you, Don. I love what you're doing with the U.S. military. I love so much, but get your fucking shit together. Occupational games, military first. It's a fucking joke how you've neglected first responders as the CEO of CrossFit. We never intended to be a part of a discussion that divides people. Neglected, by the way, I don't think is too strong. We never intended to be part of a discussion that divides people. Pointless fucking sentence. We never intended. So you're telling me you're a fucking idiot? It's like someone punching you and saying sorry. We are in the business of bringing people together over a beer. Well, you fucked up, dude. Well, you fucked up.
What if that was the whole statement? We fucked up.
Hey, you know what would be funny too is if they got some really fucking smoking hot trannies and passed them off as like women and got like dudes really into them and had them build a fan base. And then after a year of making all these fucking like, you know, slutty like Danny Spiegel fucking, you know, thirst pick content, then you just then
Gotcha,
you
bitch.
let it you let everyone know that they're dudes. I would love that. You're just like, all you guys are faggots. It'd be fucking amazing. And I'd be like, I knew I was gay. I knew it. Thank you, Budweiser. My time serving the country taught me the importance of accountability and the values upon which America was founded: freedom, hard work, and respect for one another. Freedom. As CEO of Anheuser-Busch, I am focused on building and protecting our remarkable history and heritage. You know what's fascinating too is alcohol is used as a way to loosen your inhibitions, but also to pour water on a flame retardant on your soul. It's a numbing agent for your soul. It's flame retardant for your soul. So it's kind of it's a tough drug, man, because it's used to just push shit away. That's really important. Like this, I care deeply about this country, but I can never feel it because I drink 12 Bud Lights every night. I care deeply about this country, this company, our brands, our partners. I spend much of my time traveling across America, listening to and learning from our customers, distributors, and others. Anytime a CEO says that, they're a fucking liar. I'm listening. Or they're a sellout or something. They don't care. Like, hey, how about you just have some values like fucking Rich Froning and follow those values? Did you boycott them? I don't buy anything Anheuser-Busch makes anyway. So I don't know. I don't even know what boycott means. Moving forward, I will continue to work tirelessly to bring great beers to consumers across the nation. Means nothing. He said nothing. He said nothing.
It's impressive. There's 5 paragraphs there.
Yeah, you're a fucking bitch. I want to see a picture of this guy. Brendan Whitworth. I'm so thankful we have Joe Rogan. Do you know that? I was thinking this morning in the shower about Joe. We're so fucking lucky.
So lucky.
We're so fucking lucky.
Yeah.
What if he would have stayed a libtard? What if he wouldn't have flipped the script? What if he didn't have 3 girls?
Or what
so lucky we have.
Yeah.
Him.
Or he just decided, oh, I don't want to, put up this fight or deal with this. I'm just going to disappear.
Make my money and chill. Yeah.
Yeah. He has the money to do it.
Yeah. We're so lucky. Oh yeah. Look at him. You fucking douche.
He's tirelessly listening right there. Look, that's his listening face.
Yes. I wonder when the last time he's a beer bonged a beer, or when the last time he's had so many Budweisers he threw up. Oh, what's this from CIA to beer? He used to work for the CIA.
Where'd you see that headline?
In the right-hand side there from Fox Business, from CIA to beer.
Oh.
What if you had stayed libtard? I'm going to show you the kind of libtard I used to be in a minute. I'm going to just bend over and take one for the team here.
Oh, former Marine applied to Harvard just before the deadline.
Oh, shit. He's fucking, it's Don Fall. It's Don Fall. Wow. Okay. Fine. So be it. Love me some Donnie.
Dedicated serving his country first as a first lieutenant in the U.S. Marine Corps and then as an operations officer for the CIA Counterterrorism Center.
5:30. 5:30. You heard me calling out the numbers of the show. Hey, this was me. What you are about to see, this was me. I don't know, last week. This is me. This is everyone. This is my closest cohort. This is them. But now they whisper around me because they're so scared. I heard 2 fucking libtards, two very close libtards to me recently, talking about how they can't believe what's the lady's name who was in the Supreme Court? The Roe versus Wade lady, that all the women love, the feminist, Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Yes.
I can't believe Ruth Bader Ginsburg didn't retire. Motherfucker, have you seen our president? Have you seen the footage from Ireland? He's gorked. He's toast. Have you seen it yet? He's toast. dude, he's the guy, and people are talking to him, and Hunter's like, Dad, they want to know, it's 49er talk. I can't even talk about it.
Is that the clips that we saw where he's wandering around the White House with Hunter?
No, he's in Ireland.
Oh,
it's so bad, dude.
Yeah, I saw one where he was recently with Hunter in the White House, and it's sad. He's just being shuffled around.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. That's crazy too. Has Brian Friend disassociated from us now? No. Brian fucking loves the show. Can't keep Brian away. Brian had a he was sick. He got sick.
Go ahead, dance around that one. 49.
Yeah, and he's at Crash Crucible now. Yeah, those are the things. He may still be sick. I think he's really bummed we didn't do the Frisbee show. He should be. Okay, let's this. And I swear to you, this was me last week. I can't even believe it. I should be nicer to Joe Rogan too, as a former libtard. Okay, action.
People more clueless than Bragg are his supporters. What crimes did Donald Trump commit to get him here today?
All of them.
What specifically did he commit today? What crime did Donald Trump commit to get him here today?
We don't know.
You don't know?
We do not know.
Go figure.
What's the felony that he's being charged with exactly, actually?
Fucking idiot.
Do you think he's guilty?
I do think he's guilty.
Of what crime?
Of lying.
What did he lie about?
Everything.
What did he lie about to get him here today?
The thing that got him here today.
And that was?
Obviously, I don't know. Fuck.
The only people more clueless than Bragg are his...
It really is. It's just a witch hunt. It's just it's so crazy.
We live in ambiguity. Oh, I can't even say it. I fucked that up.
Yeah, ambugati. That's when you're not sure if you want a Bugatti or not. Ambugati.
Ambiguous. We live in ambiguity. Damn it.
But Sevan, there's Republicans like that too. Go ahead. Here we go. Go ahead. I'm waiting. Sevan, but there's right-wing people like that too. Nah. Don't worry, I'm looking into that story of the FBI caught some right-wing freak who gave Ukraine information. God, there's all sorts of great there's all sorts of great information coming out about the Ukraine related to the 49ers.
In the whole setup that Hunter Biden kind of laid that path. So the second that the big fella got in office, deals were settled. Money wasn't flowing.
Dude, there's crazy. I saw some stuff about the 49ers yesterday in Ukraine. It had to have been connected. Oh, it's so crazy. I like Joe Rogan, but he was such a bitch when the pandemic started.
You thought he was how?
I remember that too. That's how I got spammed. He didn't want to just come out and say it. Like he didn't want to like just be like, hey, no kids have died from this. Like he danced around a lot. He had a lot of chances to say, hey, this is a fat person's disease. You know,
with an audience that size, though, do you think that he would have converted more people into really thinking and processing what was going on if he kind of floated around it and slowly moved that direction, as opposed to if he just spearheaded that way? Would 40% of his audience shed off, and then his impact overall would have been much less impactful?
Sure. I don't think that he did that strategically. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he was scared. Maybe he did.
He's been in the media space a long time. He's navigated that Hollywood space a long time, and I think that if we don't really look in the thing in totality, we're selling him short.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, we're lucky. We're lucky we have them. You'd be lucky to get one of these cups. I don't understand how these cups work. He ordered them, they sold out, and then I asked Gabe, I'm like, hey, do we have one of those cups in stock? He goes, yeah, we just got 48 in stock. And then that'll be it. What do you mean that'll be it? Why do him and Travis and these guys? Why? What do you mean that? Why? If you have money, I want to take it from you. If there's something you want that I could provide you, and that I could then have the money to then spend on broccoli or hamburgers or something, let's do it. This cup is dope. I don't use it because it's too small. I was actually thinking about filling 2 every morning and having 2 side by side. You think I should do that?
Yeah, like top
just
G.
To sell more cups.
Yeah,
because it is a cool cup. But if you see me drinking out of it, I'm faking it.
It's a prop. It's a prop.
Yeah, it's a total prop. Product placement.
As you pour it, you can only see the logo.
Yesterday, a longtime listener hit me up in the DMs, a longtime listener, and said, "Hey, you need to drop the progressive crap and just accept the fact that transgenderism is a mental illness." I wrote back, "You fucking asshole! I said that before I ever heard anyone else say that 2 years ago. I've always known it's a fucking mental illness. I'm dogmatic about the fact that if you're looking outside, all you people with tattoos and piercings and the fake titties and the lips and the bow, I think all of that's fucking mental illness. I think anytime you're outside yourself looking, I think me eating a fucking pound of cashews before I go to bed at night is a fucking mental illness. When I'm looking for fulfillment in the outside world, I think you're tarded.
I think the mental illness is the biggest issue we face. I mean, you see it in the fentanyl crisis, in our
then
drug
that's like
addiction crisis, and the way
and
people
everyone
are
can
thinking, and yeah.
I would even say that the whole world has a mental illness, but it's on degrees. But there's a thing. I wouldn't even call it a mental. I wouldn't even call it a mental illness until it has. I don't know. You know that
the relationships around you.
Well, you know that thing about alcohol. They say if you regret what you did when you were drunk, then you're an alcoholic.
Or you're in your 20s.
Right. Like I called someone the other day when I was drunk, and I keep playing the conversation over and over in my head, and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I wonder if that person knew I was drunk, and I'm like, well, that could be a sign that I have a drinking problem. Here we go. 12 daily doses. Not sure you really know what real mental illness is, brother.
He's probably referring to me and not you because you lived and worked there for multiple years in that environment.
No, he would love to say that about me.
Oh.
Even though I worked in a home for mentally disabled adults for fucking 5 years.
And I would sure hope that he would have watched that.
But hey,
by the time he made that.
And don't forget that I was homeless. But I don't have any tattoos or crazy piercings.
You would look good with a nose piercing.
I still have my foreskin. My parents didn't have a mental disorder.
Mine did.
I'm going to remove. Listen, if we don't remove the penis, the skin off the tip of your penis, kids are going to make fun of you, and you could get an infection. You fucking morons. I'm a Christian, and I believe everything God does is great. But that foreskin, he fucked up. That's his only spot. Dear God, please, Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, please forgive all my fellow Christians for removing the foreskin from their babies without anesthesia, causing them the most pain that they've ever had in their fucking life. Fucking nut jobs. It'd take a lot of ring for Sevan's nose. In the news today, a shortage of metal. You know they've built buildings like that are so fucking big and need so much metal and glass that it puts a shortage on the market. Wow. On glass and metal. Yeah, at least I've read that. Natalie Bates, tattoos don't equal mental illness. So you're telling me, bear with me here, Natalie. Okay. You're telling me that you're sitting around and you're compelled to get let's say you're an Armenian guy and you're compelled to get a what's that thing that they put the
like a tribal?
Yeah,
tribal
you're compelled to get tribal tattoos on your arms and a huge one on your calf. And you're telling me that makes sense. That you know the origins of that thought, where that came from. That's like a message you channel from God instead of it being something that like you're trying to avoid facing something else that needs to be dealt with. Because that I think is at the essence of mental illness, right? It manifests because you look for a cure in the outside world. That's the sort of the mental illness is, let's say one of the components of mental illness is a perseveration of thought. Oh, well, I mean, transgenderism is a mental illness, and it's time we seriously discuss the dangers. Here's the thing. Fuck those people. How about the people who are fucking encouraging it? How about By the way, any parent could give their kid a mental illness. Go into your room, take your belt off, go into the room at 4 a.m. and just start beating your kid every day at 4 a.m. You will give your kid a fucking mental illness. Start telling your kid that there's infinite genders and they can pick their sex. You will give your kid a mental illness. What you're going to do is you're going to inhibit you're going to cause some sort of response to them that's going to keep them from the truth and from having inner peace, and it's gonna manifest as a mental illness. You can give that to people for sure. And so when you have parents out there who are doing this, it's fucking nuts. And that's the problem. I mean, we've said it before. If someone comes to you and tells you they have anorexia, you don't get them liposuction. And yet for some reason, if someone tells you that they think they're a girl, we start putting them on hormone blockers. Oh, I know what you're going to say, Doses. Well, this isn't happening very often. Oh, I have some shit for you. Wait till you see some shit. Physical abuse can fuck a kid up. Telling a kid about transgender isn't going to do shit. Just like telling kids about gays in the 50s didn't do. Oh, God. Oh, my goodness. Do you have any kids? I'm curious. Doses, you got any kids? Anyway, I don't have an issue with what are those plays called where the dudes dance around as women and they kick
a musical?
Yeah, a musical, but there's like one specifically. It's either a genre or a play. I don't have a problem with the city of San Francisco. I don't have a problem with men dressing up as women. I don't have a problem with any of that. I don't have a problem with mental illness. Mental illness is cool and fun too. All of it is cool and fun until you let it seep over to the kid shit. And all I was saying was yesterday when I saw Dylan Mulvaney, I've never seen Dylan Mulvaney cross over into the kid shit. It's just a frail little boy who's fucking scared. So someone's like, "You're getting soft on it." So what? I'm not a fucking demon. I'm not a monster.
Well, the people that hold the information to really kind of bust that nut wide open are too entrenched in the 49ers locker room to be able to actually fully speak on in the way it needs to be spoken on. Because you talk to a couple of the ER nurses and stuff like that, and they'll tell you right away, hey, usually the people that come in that are like that have deep childhood traumas or dealing with a lot of stuff or are off their there's a lot of foundation of trauma underneath that. It's not just like, the norm thing.
You could probably do some. It's confusing because you could probably do some study that says that 87% of people who are transgender have been molested. Right? Uncle Buck got to them. Molested by dudes. But you could also say that like 66% of society has been molested or probably something crazy like that. I'm just totally making this shit up, by the way. I have no idea. But so at some point it becomes like, hey, does it really have to do with being molested? Do you know what I mean? It's like if you said 92% of the people who drove today were stoned and didn't get in accidents. Therefore, marijuana makes you a better driver. It's like,
yeah, no, it doesn't really.
I don't think it works like that. So I mean, I do need to be thoughtful about that. Oh shit! Here we go. Oh my God. The rate of homosexuality of transgender, I don't even know what that sentence means, has nothing to do with being molested. Has nothing. Dude, are you crazy? How many gay people have you talked to? Are you fucking crazy? Dude, we've had 528 one more time. We've had people on this show, Doses. Let me tell you. You're born this way. Maybe some are. For instance, Jethro in the comments. Yeah, I'm not suggesting that. I think he said he has a son that's gay and that was born that way.
Mm-hmm.
But don't say it has nothing.
I mean, you can't be absolute on either end of the spectrum, right?
I think it's more than half. I bet you it's more than half. I bet you more. I bet you it's more than half, Daily. Let's find out. I bet you it's more than half.
There's never been any like research or studies conducted on it either, huh?
I want you to be right. I want to be wrong. Okay, we've already played this before, but I just want to play it one more time.
Okay.
What? Tolerate what? Castration and double mastectomies for 13-year-olds?
Well, yeah,
no,
or
seriously,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
That's not tolerance. That's crossed the line. That is not tolerance. That is an inexcusable silence on the part of the majority, the vast majority, who knows this to be wrong in the deepest possible sense. Most of the bloody Nazi propaganda that led to the extermination policies at the beginning of World War II were predicated initially on compassion and tolerance. So this whole, we're being compassionate and tolerant. It's like, no, you're not. You're aiding and abetting the surgical mutilation of minors. That is not compassionate, and it's not tolerant.
I love it when he says, come on, man. I just love that part. I have a daughter that was born that way. Sexuality is a spectrum and can be influenced. Well, that's good. 527 TikTok. Holy shit. So I read this article. It looks like this. It looks like they banned TikTok in Montana, but it's just it's for, scroll down a little bit, please. It's for sentiment, not actually enforceable. The bill makes it illegal to download TikTok in the state with penalties of up to $10,000 a day for an entity such as Apple and Google's app stores or TikTok itself. That makes the popular video streaming app available. Wow. So I think they get penalized if they allow someone. Is that true? The bill makes it illegal to download TikTok in the state with penalties of up to $10,000 a day for an entity. Wow. Federal court challenges from TikTok is expected well before then, likely teeing up a legal brawl. We will continue to fight TikTok users and creators in Montana we will continue to fight for TikTok users and creators in Montana whose livelihoods and First Amendment rights are threatened. ACLU says it's a violation of free speech.
College.
Say that again.
Oh no, never mind. That's different. Hey, what do you think that's about? You think it's really? You think they really give a shit, or you just think the tech companies want their market share back?
It's weird because on this I'm torn. Fuck TikTok. I want it gone, but I also believe that it's a fucking huge mistake to do it. I'm like on Rand Paul's side. It's like, holy shit, it just gives more control over the government if they can do that shit.
Yeah, I think that, number one. And number two, I just think it's the tech companies have infinite money to lobby to get this thing pushed, right? And TikTok's clear, like TikTok has forced all of them to change. YouTube with shorts, Instagram with reels, right? Like it's forced them to have to do more to keep up. So it has inspired competition within the social media platforms. But I don't think this whole ban around like protecting our privacy from China is a fucking joke, because the real issue with China is the amount of fentanyl they're dumping into our country. So if you really want to have a fucking impact on the youth here in the US, you get rid of the fentanyl problem, not the fucking TikTok.
Close the border. Close the border.
And you got to know it's coming in from the cartels, right? It's walking right in through our back door.
Look up the data, man. Yeah, but you think Breonna Taylor was innocent. So easy there, buddy. Easy. You fucked yourself yesterday. Wait till
you have a Breonna Taylor one.
We got into it about he's got some shit so fucking wrong. This is an interest. No, Mike, you cannot change what you're attracted to. Well, that's a very interesting thing. Isn't that interesting? You can't change what you're attracted to. Well, that's not true, but you can definitely have your shit fucked up and misguided. There's unfortunately, a lot of women I've known out there who had what they were attracted to fucked up by abusive relationships. But that brings you up to the point of molestation. Is that an argument that you're saying that pedophilia is okay because you can't change what you're attracted to? Because that is the foundation of that argument. That is where they take it. That's why they want to call it. They want to change it from pedophilia to being attracted to minors.
Yeah.
That's where that argument starts. 526. I forget even what this is. But we'll get to all that too. We're gonna cruise today. We're gonna cruise. Let's move on. I agree.
Let's move on.
This is what TikTok is for. Ladies and gentlemen, take a deep breath and enjoy the wonders of social media. We'll play this probably a couple times. Enjoy yourself. I apologize for the racist component.
Cheers. Cheers.
I don't know why it has to be a black cock, but
Cheers.
isn't that great?
Oh my goodness.
Don't worry, there'll be more, ladies and gentlemen. You know, yesterday I was talking about the things that this show's about. I'm like, well, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, and we'll talk about pedophilia, abortion, racism, and other fun topics. And someone's like, don't forget hogs. Okay. The adaptive division, 525. The adaptive division. Oh, there was a suction cup at the end. I am interested. I was interested in. I would like to hold that thing. I'd like to. Okay, this.
Careful, bro. What's gonna show up?
this. As long as it's in a box. This is a trip. This is a fucking trip right here. Watch closely to this. I don't even know if this is CGI or what. I don't know if this is real. But all the shit in the background. Look at all the crap in the background. Like there's a leg brace and just a bunch of guard. Look at that. Looks like that thing was shot with a gun on the ground.
Pick. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just. Okay. Here we go.
So you broke your arm and you can still play the banjo.
Yeah.
And it never re-healed.
No, and I still work and stuff. Yeah. Look, it's
That
broken,
is
still broken in
crazy.
half. I mean, look.
That is ridiculous.
I know.
Man, can you put it back together and play the banjo?
Yeah.
Wow.
When I have a thing, though, it keeps them straight. You know what I'm saying?
That's amazing, dude.
You know, the muscles, because like, look, this, naturally, that one was kick out right here at the bottom. See why it stays bruised like that? Because it's constantly, when I'm using it, it's constantly pressing, that bone's pressing against that plate. You know what I'm saying?
God bless you, man.
You know? And this black lady, I was a friend of my wife and stuff.
Is that unreal or what? That's some CGI shit.
Hi, Katie. No, I think that's real, dude. I think that's real.
God, the human body's amazing. Katie Gannon. Hello.
I mean, how do you think people survive with broken bones prior to Western medicine, right? Like, it's just
the same way
broken.
Katie Gannon survives at morning chalk up. It was too easy. As soon as I heard you say survive, I had to do it. Katie,
We love you.
a true survivor.
Survivor's tale.
Katie, you inspired me the other day. When you guys were, I actually got a little jealous of you. I felt a little competitive towards you when I found out you guys were covering. Andrew said you were going to talk to him about the Nopin. You let those people know over there that I will partake in the resuscitation of morning chalk up. I'm not joking. I will. And if you have any ideas of how I could help you resuscitate it, you can share them to me in confidence. I won't share them. You can talk to Matt about them. I won't let me know. Do not want you fuckers to die.
Oh, the Hill article went up this morning.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Right when you said the occupational games, or that part in the open, immediately I thought there's a huge opportunity there for somebody.
Yeah. That's a good point. Hey, wouldn't that be cool if Budweiser did that? Budweiser said, okay, we see CrossFit's dropped the ball on that. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the CrossFit Open, and they can do this. Anyone can do this we should do it. Let's interview someone who's the fittest something. Let's find out who the fittest something is, like the fittest Marine. How about the fittest guy in the military?
Yeah, how we do that? Just like
someone will figure it out, like Halpin will or something, and have him on. Well, Budweiser could do that and give that dude, like, you know what I mean, like Budweiser for life and ruin his life. With peace and love, though.
You got Budweiser for life. Your shit's ruined. But congratulations on your win, sir.
Daniel Garrity already tried to get that guy with the banjo in the adaptive division and already got a letter back. Sorry, you don't qualify for the adaptive division. He's got too much arm on him. I wonder if that guy qualifies or he's got too much arm on him.
Jeez.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. 524. Words matter. I know. I'm okay with a good juicer. I've accepted the juicing. The juicing. You know what I did hear though? I heard that everyone at Morning Chalk Up takes Adderall, and that's how they pump out so much work. Same at Clydesdale Media. Both
Well, there's
heavily addicted to Adderall.
There's a shortage in the country, so that we might see it slow down.
Is there really?
There has been for a while. Yeah, a lot of prescription meds, I think.
God.
But that one being the main one.
Okay. Action.
We can't become too sensitive with language because we're going to prevent ourselves from describing reality. I saw an activist on the news and she goes, I don't see color and I don't see gender. And I thought, good luck describing your attacker. We'll just keep an eye out for somebody with a frown, you fucking snowflake. Yeah, language, we can't become too sensitive with
God, it's so real, right?
Yeah, that reminds me of old, like, what was the comedian? Was it Carlton, George Carlton, that did a lot of this stuff back in the 90s too? Do you know who I'm talking about? Oh, I probably screwed his name up. Maybe somebody in the comments will get it right. But he was saying like the language has been lost, and like and he did this whole bit on like shell shock, and he was like, back in World War I, you came home, it was shell shock. He's like, and then it was battle fatigue in World War II, then operational distress.
Yes.
And it kept getting bigger. He's like, now we have post-traumatic stress disorder. And he's like, the words got fancier, they got more ambiguous, and nobody got the fucking help they needed.
No, right, exactly.
Yeah, Karen.
I can't wait till they look back in time and see what it's the same with the lobotomy. Like, does anyone think a lobotomy was a good idea? Basically, literally, they take off the front of your skull and then take a butter knife and mush the front of your brain. It's like that.
Or like the bleeding. I'm listening to this book that's on like origins on certain topics we're not allowed to talk about. Like, how did it get to where it was, right?
Yeah.
And it's crazy because in the early or the late 1800s, it was all the Wild West was all charlatans.
Oh, the medicine?
All the professionals. It wasn't until
It still is. It still is. It still is. The 49ers are still charlatans.
Yeah, but in 1892, just the four that were self-proclaimed the most like scientific at the time, because they were following scientific method, just basically formed the school.
Oh,
and then the factory just pumped them out. Boom, 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 boom. And I could go more detail with it, but that's it. That's it. And so I decided I don't want to dance around the topic, but
he can't. He doesn't want to talk about the NFL until after July. We're not doing any NFL talk till after July.
But it's a really interesting book. It's called The Way of the White Coats.
Oh, okay. That's what you meant, Bruce. Way of the White Coat. Should I read that?
The White Coat Ways, I think it was.
Is the author still alive?
I haven't finished it, so I can't tell you if it's good or not. Yeah, the book's brand new. It was written in like January.
Someone sent me a link to a podcast that Andy Stumpf did yesterday with one of the guys who was at the Breonna Taylor shooting, John Mattingly, and I bought the book. I want to read his book and then get him on here. 523. Oops. Oh, you're gonna love 522. I got this footage of a man beating a woman. You guys are gonna love this. But before we get to that, oh, don't worry, it's sanctioned. Don't worry, it's sanctioned. I'm going to show you footage of a man hitting a woman so hard he fucking knocks her out. But don't worry. Don't worry. It's for women's rights. Women need equality. 523.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. So it's hard to make me laugh. I don't laugh easy, I don't think. This is fucking awesome. It says, get a girl you're comfortable with, and it's a woman looking up at a man's crotch or with a shaver, and apparently she's shaving his pubes. Here we go. Action. I was like, where's this going?
Oh my god.
It's good, right?
That is too much.
Oh. I don't know. Shave your own shit. I think. Thank you. I appreciate whoever sent me that. Thank you.
And just to wrap this was the book that I referenced there.
White Coat Ways. What year was it written? God,
January.
Oh,
yeah.
You already read it. Why'd you read that? How do you pick that book?
No, I didn't read it already. I'm only like maybe like 1/4 of the way in. That's why I said I'd recommend it to you after I finished it. So I really knew. Right now they're just talking about the education of it.
Why'd you pick that book up? Yeah.
Because I've just been super interested in like origins. Because if you define it, you own it, right?
Yeah.
So who defined all the stuff and who decided and who went from plugging shit in and then stabbing it into you to see if it worked too. Now you can't talk about it unless you're a professional. When did that happen? How did that happen? Where did it start from? So I just got curious, and this kind of the algorithm fed it to me. The Amazon algorithm fed it to me.
Well, fuck. Good on you. I like it that you read so much because it makes me competitive and want to read more too.
Cool. I like that.
522. As long as you pretend to be a woman, you can beat the fuck out of them. So says the libtard community. Do you think this is the person who wins this fight is a man, by the way? And I ask you once again, do you think this is a Democrat or a Republican? You guys think this is okay right here? Watch this.
Fox delivering the knees, and that's it. Felon Fox. Holy cow. Game over. Wow.
Need that woman in the face.
Our first women's $20,000 championship tournament fight. Your winner, one knockout, Queen of Swords.
How you feeling right now? I'm feeling excellent. That was sweet, huh? Did you like that? Yeah. And I want to tell everyone else, I'm coming in this tournament. Every woman in this tournament better look out. I'm freaking coming. Here.
Fox delivering the knees, and that's it.
Fucking crazy, dude.
Holy.
Fucking crazy.
What?
Oh, don't worry. These are just isolated incidents. It's not a big deal. This doesn't really happen.
I'm coming. You tell all the
Don't worry. Don't worry. That's not even the UFC. That's just some side. Don't worry.
I should have cut it with that Kamala Harris. Don't come. Do not come. I'm coming.
521. Break it up. Break it up, guys. Break it up. Break it up. That's all I gotta say. Break it up. What's up with my eyes this morning?
Yeah, you've been itching them, you all right?
Dude, my 6-year-old son is so fucking good at tennis. Will you play 521 and then I want to show you this footage I shot yesterday. It's crazy. Oh, this is so good. Here we go. Enjoy yourself, people.
I like the gays. I like the LGBTQ community. I like them all. I like the L, the B, the G, the T, the Q.
Me too.
In equal measures. I don't even have a favorite. I like them all equally. I support them all equally. As individual groups. I do not support them as a collective group. Because they have fucking nothing in common. You have one bloke who's like, I like sucking dicks. And another guy goes, I want to cut my dick off. We should be a group. I like the gays. I like the...
Thank you. Thank you.
That's so funny.
That guy stole my bit. Break that shit up.
Oh, man.
Get the fuck away from each other.
I have so much fun doing this. It's so jealous when I just listen to it on the way to my fucking all the shit I'm doing.
520. Let me show, will you go to 3 Plain Brothers?
Yes.
Some of you are going to get this. Very few of you are going to get this. And some of you who get it are going to be like, holy shit. This is a 6-year-old. This is so fucking crazy. This is so fucking crazy what you're about to see. This is a 6-year-old playing full court fucking tennis. Now, granted, all the shots to him are easy, but this is nuts. This right here. This is nuts. This is my 6-year-old boy, Joseph. By the way, people who do know, like while we're there at this place, people stop by and they're like, wow. You can hear people audibly going, holy shit. Just looks like just a kid hitting a tennis ball, right? He's fucking rallying and he's 6. Full court. With topspin. That's Avi over there, 8-year-old, hitting to him so he can hit them all back. Avi's just going crazy easy on him. Dude. Oh, that sounded like a double bounce. Look how yoked that fucker is already. It's crazy.
I was laughing so hard at that one you posted of them reading on the skateboard ramp.
Oh, yeah, and he flips me off.
He's getting such a personality, dude.
Dude. It is fucking that. What you just saw is nuts. The coordination it takes for a 6-year-old to track a ball like that for a minute and hit back and forth full court. He's put in so much work to do that.
You have to have a lot of passion for what you're doing, and it's totally true. And the reason is because
it's that exponential growth. Remember when I was telling you about that a while back, and I was like, all of a sudden you're just gonna look up and all his skills are gonna kind of like accommodate, and his freaking skateboarding is gonna go through the roof. And that's
his skateboarding is crazy right now.
That's exactly what's happening. His front side, like out of the bowls and stuff like that. Like people don't realize how hard that actually is. Like if you skateboard and you see
nuts.
Him do it,
Yeah,
dude.
Sevan, are your boys 8, 6, and 6? Yeah. They don't know any of that stuff yet. Who's his tennis idol? My boys are so naive. They're so naive. I've
school right now, dude. Idols. It's moving in school and play and learning.
They know who Djokovic is probably because they've heard me bitch about him not getting because of the 49er incident. Yeah, it's the reason why we don't do much skiing's so bloody expensive.
Yeah,
skiing's so bloody expensive.
It's a trek too.
Yeah, I mean all of it's crazy expensive, but the skiing's just out of control. Yeah, their handstand push-ups are crazy. I don't know if you're talking about my kids, but they can handstand push-up like crazy. Okay, this account is really I kind of got stuck on this account yesterday. Like it was like it might as well be one of those hot chick accounts. It's this account's a trip. This guy's a trip. I like what he's doing. This genre. Oh yeah, they know who Brian Shaw is also. Yeah, because they asked Alexa who's the strongest man in the world. That's correct. They do. Eric Wise watching my 9-year-old pitch his baseball game for the first time last night was pretty special. Wow. Yeah, hard work, patience, and consistency, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. Congratulations to you. That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's nuts. And no one knows except for other people, that small cohort that have other people who like want their son to pitch, and like you take your 10-year-old out there and he can't even throw the ball, and yet there's a 9-year-old out there pitching a game. It's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling.
It's crazy what those kids like pick up on and what sticks to them too. Like I know you talk about that a lot on the show, but like now that we're 4 or 5 cycles into the youth strength and conditioning that I do in the evenings at the gym, like some of them will come up and be like, "Oh yeah, you remember when you said blah 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 blah?" And I'm like, "How the hell? I didn't even know you heard that or remembered it or anything." You know. And like a couple of them too were like, we'll stand there, they'll watch some of the new kids squats, and they're like, "No, you got to go full range of motion. Let me show you." And like doing like, you know, just 2 months ago, none of those kids even knew how to squat. So it's pretty cool.
Hey, they'll have that their whole life. What you gave them.
And I go deep with them. So we'll go and they'll break out into aces, and I'll be like, "Hey guys, pay attention to the wall balls. See all the numbers weren't out here?" And they're kind of like, "Yeah." And I'm like, if you pay attention to that level of detail, life gets so much easier because you don't feel like you're missing things. And they're like, "Oh," or one of the kids almost walked in talking to the other kid back squatting. And I'm like, "Hey, situational awareness is your number one goal to safety. and we started like talking about different things that they would notice and how
That's a
far
good
away
point.
stuff was. And so people always like, what's the best, martial art or self-defense? It's called paying the fuck attention, people. That's your best self-defense.
Wow. Did you make that up yourself?
I'm sure I heard it somewhere, but yeah, it came to me right now. But I'm just like thinking
That's
about it.
good.
Like, there's nothing else that would, everybody's worried about like, what's the best way for, defense of this or the best martial arts, like getting your head out of your cell phone, paying attention to what's going on around you, and just keeping your distance. Distance saves your life. It doesn't matter if you're in a car, if you're in a fight. Distance and your ability to control the distance is the most important thing.
You mean if there's a gang fight downstairs in front of my house and I'm on the 13th floor of an apartment building and I see 60 people fighting in the street, I shouldn't go down there?
No, film safely from your balcony and post it on the internet.
Hey, that was another thing about the I'm out thing. Like all those people could have just stayed away, but they couldn't resist. They were all cozy on their 13th floor, but they couldn't resist. Katrin had to go downstairs, walk out in the street, and like, yeah, and throw some punches. Oh yeah, see how that plays.
He's
out
down. Get him.
Dumb
He's knocked
shit.
down. Kick him.
David Arsenal, $5 for the snowboarding fund. Thank you. It's a nice shirt. Kenneth Lab, why do you have Alexa? I don't know the answer to that. Probably because we used to have one in the bedroom, and then my wife said no, so that one got tossed. Then we had one in the garage, and it just stopped working. And then we got the big giant one with the giant screen in the kitchen. Probably got it like, I don't know, when the day it came out 5 years ago, and it just stayed on top of it the whole time. Katie, I'm actually surprised by that too. I'm actually surprised too, to be honest.
Well, we trust Jeff Bezos.
I'm actually surprised too. I'm
delivers
open to talk me out of it. I'm open to mostly I use it to look at and laugh at like the shit. It's all clickbait. It's funny. And it's never any there's never any heavy, serious topic. It's all biased, but usually we use it to play music or timers. We constantly setting timers in the house. Yeah, but probably that too. I should ask it that. That'll make me. You mean that's a good way to get rid of it when it says like Joe Rogan? I just throw it out the window.
You remember years back when I pushed it to that way when you would say, "Hey Alexa, what is fitness?" It would come up with my "What is fitness" article that I read. And Haynes called me the Alexa guy when he would see me at the DDC.
You got it? Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah, because back in
remember that.
What was it, 2018 or 2019? I was having that conversation and I said that voice will be that next generation. So by taking all the journal articles and converting them into audio files and then hooking them up to making sure that when you say, Alexa, hey, what is fitness? Hey, what is a squat? That it travels all to the CrossFit Journal articles first. And if you just overwhelm the system, like, doing the same thing in YouTube in 2008 or 9, and you just own that search, you would do it through the same way with voice.
In 2016, I got a company to come on board. It is the largest distributor of documentaries in the world, and I got them to start putting what the fuck was the name of that company? It's the company that distributes all of Heber and Mars's documentaries. Gravitas, yes. And I got them to start pushing, along with one of our staff, Kevin Daigle, all of our content from YouTube to Amazon. And even though it was free on YouTube, push it to Amazon and start charging for it. And they said that they would do that to all of the OTT platforms in the world, and that we could probably make $30 million a year doing it. Easy. That was like if we got 1% of 1% of 1% of all the people to subscribe. It was like it was totally doable. And it was all stuff we already had. We had to make nothing new. And it was shot down by the fucking dumb fuck CEO at the time, and Greg. It was crazy.
That was such a mistake because I remember you talking to me about
one of the platforms was Alexa. That's what made me think of that. Such dumb fucks.
And it's so funny because that idea, which we also discussed way back then too, and you had to come up with that many years before we had chatted about it. But if they would have given you the permission to do that, and then this whole new idea that CrossFit had of like, hey, now you could do these 12 workouts at your house by paying $150, and then it gives you, the nearest CrossFit gym, so now you could go into your affiliate, right? So it's supposed to be like a starter program. During the time we were inside our houses and couldn't leave, That would have fucking killed.
Killed.
The combination of that and
yes.
Glassman giving the information so you could think clearly through this crazy muddy watered time and the tools right there in an OTT. Holy shit. CrossFit, look out.
Killed.
520.
This account. God damn it. I want to tell you another crazy story I thought of. You know the NSCA case? We have no idea how much they settled that for.
Right.
But think about that. If let's say they bought the company from Greg for $10, but they settled the case for $20, that means they made $10 when they bought the company.
Mm-hmm.
You ever thought about that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about that offline too.
Okay, and that's only a direct transaction. If you think about how that goes over a time period, too,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Then it's a
yes.
no-brainer. Drop in the bucket. Okay, this guy's.
And I've talked to people and they're like, "Don't be stupid. It didn't happen like that." But hey,
okay. Protect the interests.
Scroll down a little bit. Keep going. Get off. Go to Reels. Sorry, go to Reels. The Reels tab next to post. There we go.
Whoa.
Okay. Click that second one with the guy with click the first two. Click the one with it says Nick Guh. Here we go. God, this guy looks like Haynes.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Except he talks. And
Do you go by any pronouns, by the way?
She, her.
She, her. Okay. Do you know what neo pronouns are?
Mhm.
Oh, cool. So my neo pronouns are Nick or GA. Like GA, like God, not like like God.
Wait, can you say them again? I kind of forgot.
Oh, so it's okay. Nick, like the name Nick,
Mhm.
and then GA, so Ga. So if I was to refer to you as she, her, you'd refer to me as
Nick Guh.
Yep. Who you cosplaying as? Hello.
Okay, go to the next one. I think this is that Omegle. I think this dude just does these on Omegle. This is
Yakuya Togami. He is mostly a rich guy who's pretty much a douchebag to everyone during the game, and actually is the not main antagonist, but a side antagonist. He usually would ruin the trials.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy about that? I don't give.
And there we go. The obvious answer that I have known. You've proven me right. Look at you. Thinking you have all the power in the world, thinking you could trick me. I've fallen for your illusion. How disappointing. So, you're gonna longingly gaze at me.
Yo, you a funny ass dude. What the
This guy just meets strangers. Go to the next one. It's crazy. And there's so many fucked up kids. What is it? Omega Chat Roulette? Not Omega Chat Roulette. Oh, no, it says Omega.
No, it's Omega. It says it right there. Yeah, you're right. Right here.
Okay.
Did you also see that Tide bottle he had on like a... That was weird. Okay. Next one.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh, wait, scroll down a little bit more. Scroll down. There's one down here that's just fucking crazy. Oh, go to that one with the bald guy. These are real people.
We're probably gonna start doing more in-person stuff. So
Sorry to cut you off, but I just want to slap the shit out your head. I'm sorry. I just had to get that off my chest. I'm sorry.
That wasn't very.
Just look how bald it is. I just want to.
Like, I understand the fathom of how bald as fuck my boy is, but like, you cannot be saying that.
we're probably gonna start doing more.
And look at these crazy kids. These are real kids. Don't worry, these are isolated. Oh, keep going down. Keep going down. Keep going down. That one on the left. That thing that looks like a girl boy thing on the left. Watch this one. Yeah.
What the fuck is going on here?
Shut up, nigga. Why you?
Yeah.
I don't like black.
And I don't like femboys. So what's up?
Well, femboys don't like you either.
What the fuck is going on?
You know, it's crazy. So that guy calls him that name, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's so excited because he knows that that's content. He just
Yeah.
Look at how many views that got. 425,000. Look at the one that got 905,000 right above.
What about the 1.1 mil?
Where's? Oh yeah. Go to that one. That one's crazy too.
I am transgender.
Oh, nice.
You couldn't tell?
I'm not gonna assume anything about you. Where'd you go from?
Female to male.
Oh, you're a male now. I didn't even notice.
You're just saying that.
I am.
I am transgender.
Oh, nice.
You couldn't tell?
I'm not gonna.
Okay, there's one more you got to see. Keep going. Is it? Where is it? He's talking to this fat girl. It's crazy. Keep going. Maybe it's the other way. Maybe it's the other way. What an account, right? This dude's got 117,000 followers doing this. Keep going. Oh, I don't know where it's at. Anyway.
Well, that one has 5.5 mil. That's his. This is his biggest one.
Okay,
you wanna
let's
watch
do
that
it.
one?
Sure. Yeah, that one's good too. I watched them all.
Neopronouns are?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm a drag queen, so I go by neopronouns.
Okay.
Yeah,
What are those pronouns?
So when I'm in drag, I like to go by Nick, but my regular secondary pronouns are her. So I have this exercise that I do actually. So I'll start off with the exercise. For you, I'll go my she they, my she they, my she they. And for me, you'd go
Nick her, Nick her, Nick her. Oh my god.
call it 4K, man. You know what neopronouns are?
I do.
All right. Good luck. Congratulations for using the internet the way it's supposed to be used.
I got you in 4K.
519. I do not agree with this guy. I do not think that one of the listeners sent me this. I think this is flawed logic here. I think maybe this is some weird shit here. I don't think this guy's thinking correctly. Here we go. He's saying, why is homosexuality a sin if we're born like that? I think he's comparing apples and oranges. Oh, wow. Okay, go ahead. Play.
You were born with a homosexual drive. That's who you are, and that's your identity. I disagree. Just because you're born with a drive does not make it good. I'm a heterosexual male. Do you think that my heterosexual drive is to have sex with just one woman? Thank you for smiling. No. I would like to have sex with many different beautiful women. The question, though, for me as a heterosexual male is, has God created my sexuality for a purpose? And if so, what is that purpose? Just because I'm born with a drive doesn't make it right. And we're all born with mixed up drives. What I hear you saying is...
So there's all these presuppositions. Presupposition of God, presupposition of right and wrong. I just don't...
Interesting.
That's the problem I have with the God people. Anytime they lean on that shit so fucking hard as like a hole for their logic. You know what I mean?
Like when in doubt, just use God and find your way out.
Yeah, it's like
that's a rhyme you guys could have.
Homosexuality has no purpose. That's the point. I guess I could see that. Yeah, I mean, you mean like no superficial purpose. It's like it could be just fun or, but there's no like superficial. I mean, there's no practicality. You know. Oh, here we go. I'm about to get fucked up. This guy always fucks me up. Here we go. Mr. Will, hi.
Without God, then we should let boys become girls. And without God, the only moral compass is someone's own self-determination.
Okay. The other day when I had Jay Nair on, he explained to me objective morality, and objective morality is when you treat people the way you want to be treated. So you don't kill people because you don't want to be killed. Isn't you could
okay, but what makes that objective? To make something objective, you have to appeal to an authority beyond us, beyond our world. So either you appeal to what the U.S. government determines is right or wrong, or to determine, to some other earthly authority.
Okay.
But to make it objective, it has to be beyond ourselves. And so to have any sense of moral compass of right and wrong, you must appeal to God.
I guess I just take that as a truth that no one wants to die. And so based on that, you would, if based on just the fact, if you insert morality into that, it makes it, if you're going to collect a list of things that fit under the category of morality, I mean, maybe just even the term morality is always going to be subjective, but if you accept morality as a fact, then it does seem like it's objective to me to say that you shouldn't kill.
I agree with you, but what if someone disagrees with us? What if someone thinks that if economic times are tough, it's okay to kill your child so they don't grow up with a hard life?
Right.
You know,
well, then
so
those people are void of morality. Because I used to be like that. You're void of morality.
I agree, Sevan, but why can we say they are void of morality? It's because we have an intuitive sense of right and wrong based on the fact of our creation by a God who loves us. And if we don't ground that sense of right and wrong based on the created order of life, then it is just a question of who's in power, who's got the money and the guns, and what do they think is right and wrong. And you either agree with them and you're outcast, or you do agree with them and you're happy because justice or something.
Right.
I like this framework of this question, Will, a lot. Or statement, I should say.
That he just said.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like I got nothing. I mean, it got me thinking. It really got me thinking.
But that's the thing with us God people. It should change everything. And like to say you can't bring God into the equation. I mean, that's like saying you shouldn't bring oxygen into the equation when you go for a 2-mile run.
It's just it seems like an out instead of intellectually explaining something.
Well, I mean, I'm happy to intellectually explain to you why it's bad for children to let them determine their gender at 6 or 7 years old. I'm happy to explain to you why it's bad for society to open up the institution of marriage to any consenting adults who agree to it. But, you know,
Right. I see all of those, but what this guy was saying, I'm not even sure I understood what this guy was saying. Did you see the clip I just played?
So we talked a few weeks back about the natural law.
Right.
And just because humans are born a certain way doesn't it also means that we're born with original sin and the tendency to do the wrong thing, because we're a composite of body and soul that is marked by God's creation, but is marred by original sin. And the temptation, as you know, from what tree did Adam and Eve eat that they shouldn't have? It was the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. The temptation to determine for yourself what is good and evil. And so it's entirely rational to say that you a handle on, you know, inbred temptation and inbred, not inbred, sorry, but, you know, innate characteristics, right? His point was, you know, you are not necessarily born with the biological drive to, you know, only have relations with one woman, that being your wife. But that is what's good for you, and it's happens to be what's good for society as well. You can't make that same claim with homosexuality.
Could you imagine being told that being attracted to women is wrong?
No, because it's not. It is. It's
okay.
So how the natural law.
So how am I supposed to even comprehend if someone claims they're attracted to men to tell them it's wrong? Because of all the things outside of like breathing and like maybe digesting food, my attraction to women like ranks pretty high of things that feel like automated response. And so how am I supposed to? I cannot possibly imagine telling someone one, that it's sin what they're attracted to, that it seems just crazy to me said, or two, try to change them.
Well, so to be clear,
like if I was attracted to dudes, I'd be like, what the fuck? Like how, and there were people telling me there was a sin. I just have to, I have to convert that to like Sousa pulling me off on the side and being like, hey dude, your attraction to the female form is just wrong. It's inappropriate. And I'm just like, what?
Hey, so
it would hurt me, dude, a little bit. That's why I hate all those people who call me misogynist. It's like, dude, are you kidding me? You out of your fucking mind?
What is wrong is to a sin is an act of the will. So to lust right? One of the 7 deadly sins is to lust and long for something, right? Something that is discovered.
Right.
And so, you know, even the Catholic Church does not teach that the mere inclination towards homosexuality is a sin. It is not to damn all people who have that inclination. What is the sin is to act on that inclination to lust after someone of the same sex. Similarly, Sevan, you know, I would not necessarily say, although, you know, like when you remark on a woman's body, on its beauty, I mean, trusting your goodwill and intentions, I don't necessarily think that's a sin, because you are remarking on the beauty of something. Now, if you were to say, "Give me that," and you were to do that as a married man, I think that would be a sin, and I think someone should tell you that's wrong, because you are married, and that, you know, I mean, to me, it's the breakdown of the moral argument. If you can't tell someone that something about them is wrong, then kind of goes back to our original question. We don't live in a society that's grounded with any sense of morality. Just my dad is an alcoholic. It is, and his dad was an alcoholic. His dad was an alcoholic. And so I have to be able to tell him it's wrong to have that inclination, even though it is as much a part of him as anything.
Let me say this to you, Will, just to get really objective with it. Okay, so first of all, for some reason I'm really, really blessed with the inability to visualize. So my whole life, the whole time you're talking, I can never remember seeing a hot girl and thinking about fucking her. I just think she's hot, and maybe at most I think, holy shit, what if I could talk to her? So, but that's just the way I'm wired. I'm not wired to. But here's the thing. I see a man with a beautiful body and I think, holy shit, that's a fucking incredible body. I wonder if I could get my body to look like that. I'm interested in what he ate or moved or how, from a young age. I wonder how I can pole vault like that. I wonder. But with the girl, there's something a little more I want, right? I see her and I start to want more, like maybe to talk to her, to hear her voice, to have an interaction with her, maybe be in an elevator with her where I could smell her or get closer to her. Like my other senses want to experience her, right? And then each one on top of that wants another one and another one. And then next thing you know, you want to fucking like be naked with her in a bathtub, right? And like eating a bowl of soup with her, like sharing a spoon with her. Like, you know what I mean? Like shit gets, like, you're a dude, you know, you want to do some shit. And I'm very romantic. And but imagine if someone had had that for men. I just don't understand how I would ever judge them for that. I don't understand how anyone, I mean, I control that. I don't talk to every pretty girl I see. I don't talk to any of them. I'm a pussy. And now I'm married. But I don't understand how I could call it a sin if someone wants to, if someone had if it was a man and had those same feelings for another man that I have with a girl. I know, I'm amazing.
Well, is there any sexual inclination for which you would be willing to tell someone that they are expressing a sin?
Yeah, unfortunately, and I was afraid you were going to go here. There absolutely is.
Right, and so
if you were to rape any human being, take them forcefully, or if and here's the part where it gets weird and where you have me cornered. If you have those inclinations for a child, I mean, I really don't care what happens to you. Like, there was a guy I know who got in trouble. It was a CrossFit gym owner. He got in trouble for molesting some kids and he killed himself. And part of me thought he was a hero. I know, as gross as that sounds, I kind of was like, wow, I could kind of look up to that guy.
Wow. Well, and so then we both agree. We both agree that there is some order that should govern an individual's private sexual action.
Being attracted to kids sounds like a fucking living hell.
Yeah, I mean, God, you're right. That's what the 9th layer of hell is for, as far as I'm concerned.
But what? The 9th floor elevator?
The 9th layer of hell. Read Dante's Inferno. Conversation for another time.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need to keep going, but to my mind, you have to draw the line where it makes the most sense based on how we are created to exist as man and woman, and what that means for the propagation of our species and for the good of children, which is to live with their mother and father who made them.
I wish I could do a yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
See you guys.
Bye. I just can't. I just
like
sexual
any-
energy is so powerful.
Yeah, that got a little muddied for me towards the end, but I just really like I like questions that really make you just stop and think about a bunch of shit for a minute, you know?
Yeah, it's great.
And he started it out that way. Because in last time, remember, he gave me crap because I like stopped him with the whole hate speech and who governs it. And
Yeah.
so that was a good start.
He's free, but he's got some bumpers on.
Yeah.
518. Speaking of sin, I absolutely adore Danielle Brandon. I kind of wish I was her sometimes. So watch this video here. People say that thing, so-and-so is my spirit animal. I swear to God, she's my fucking spirit animal. Look at this. Okay, so she's squatting here, right? Okay. Now, so scroll down a little bit in the comments. This is, keep going. Amazing, Danielle Brandon, totally focused. Queen, things only, baby. Beautiful glow of heart. I love you. Repeat it. It really gobbles. Oh, here we go. Okay, now look at this guy. Gobble squat on my face, please. Take me out to dinner first. Are you fucking kidding me?
She's so cool.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Hey, that dude, Albalitis or whatever your name is, you should just fucking jump off a building now. Your life only goes downhill from there. Like, you did it. Okay?
Oh, so good.
Yeah, you did it. Holy shit. Holy shit.
I love how she just like leans into it too. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
how about take me out to dinner first, damn. Take me out to dinner first, damn. Oh my God. Gobble squat on my face. And I just like how that guy says, please.
Gobble squat.
I mean, dude.
She's awesome.
Dude.
Rad scored with her.
Oh my God. I'm ordering my 13th pair of toe spacers today. Oh my God.
He's a tool for posting that? No, John. No.
Well,
that was a great comment.
Maybe he's a tool, but either way, she dunked it. It was a bad pass, and she fucking alley-ooped it and smashed it in the hole.
And I think with like the please and like stuff, it seemed to me like it was a joke. Like he was making it as a joke.
Yeah, I mean, she could have gotten so sensitive. It's like, listen, she's so fucking incredible and just oozing fucking yumlito. She's a fucking box of cereal, man. And she's just not in denial. Like, yeah, like I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all simp hard over Danielle. Yeah, triple, quadruple simp. Yes. All the simping, yes.
I hate that word.
Simplicious.
I like that one though.
Yeah, like fuck you.
Yeah, we simplicious over here.
You sip on my nuts. But I just needle mover. Yeah, it's just like it's so good. And you know what? If tomorrow if the next day she said, "Hey, how about you fuck off?" Any response, it's just like
it's a win.
It's like, how about I shit in your mouth? No, I mean, she handled it perfect. I can't do better than her. I just wish I could just walk in her shoes for a minute. God,
we got to party with her one time. Maybe she'll come to like the.
No, I don't want. I'm happy at 3,000 miles. Yeah.
Okay,
It's perfect.
All right.
I hope I never meet her. I love her so much. I don't ever want to like.
That's right. You never. Some of these people that I meet, I just assume you've met.
I'm just happy she's fucking rad.
Yeah.
Oh, rad shoes.
Pun intended. Plug intended.
And if you have fucking goals and Danielle Brandon and that dude's goals are set. Like, yeah, okay. 5:17. Just in case you thought it was just a joke, or that it's just an isolated incident. Let me play 5:17, the top one for you. James O'Keefe. Speaking of saints and angels, not only is Danielle Brandon an angel, you can just play like 15 seconds of this. Washington Correction Center for Women inmate insider footage. So we have men rapists and men murderers in here with us. This is a women's prison. Action.
Men rapists, men murderers, child rapists, men who have killed women and are in prison for raping and killing women who get put in our room.
James O'Keefe, OMG News here. Have you heard of the Washington State Correctional Center for Women, which has been in the news for its policy to place men who identify as women in the same prison, sometimes even the same?
Don't worry, I'm just kidding. This isn't a real story. Don't worry, this doesn't really happen. This is just an isolated incident in Washington. Who cares? It's not your mom or sister that's in there. Those girls deserve that. Dude, these fucking people are atrocious who are putting women in this situation. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't care what a woman's done. She fucking drowned all 10 of her kids. You don't put her in a fucking cell with the fucking rapist. This show is so rowdy today. Keep it going. Thank you. It's fucking nuts. Do you think these people are Republicans or Democrats doing this? Those Republican right-wing monsters. You fucking assholes. Two wrongs don't make a right. Do you remember that one? From 1907? You guys remember that one? Don't be a piece of shit to someone because they're a piece of shit to you. Because then you end up being a piece of shit. I'll tell you what's between right and wrong. You don't put fucking men in a fucking prison cell with fucking women. Ever. Especially fucking a man who's telling you that he has a mental disorder, telling you he's a woman. You put him, it's fucking nuts. Okay, and then this, click the second link. I'm just showing this because there's some people in the comments who thinks these are isolated incidents. This shit's happening all over the fucking place. Here we go. This is kind of crazy. I've stayed at this hotel many times. This is a fantastic hotel. As a matter of fact, I interviewed Andrea Nestler? No. Andrea Ager. I interviewed Andrea Ager like on the 13th floor on the balcony in my room in this hotel. It was a cool interview. She was cool. Super Christian, I think. I think she got married as a virgin.
That's a throwback name. I only remember her from like that rope climb thruster workout with like her and like Jackie and like Strength and Beauty campaign.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Diet Rocket.
Jackie. Okay. Yeah, Agerbomb. Okay, here we go.
O'Keefe with OMG News outside the Four
pause.
Seasons Hotel
I
in
think
Beverly.
I think Raw of Earth used to go out with Andrea Ager and Fitness Lonnie.
Oh wow, that's funny. Olivia just
no. Fitness Lonnie's a monastic monk now. He's fucking. I've tried to get him on the show. Lonnie, I talked to him a lot. I really like Lonnie. I would consider Lonnie a great friend. Okay, here we go.
Hills. Dylan Mulvaney is inside the women's restroom right now, so I'm going to ask him for comment about our story regarding women being raped in prison by men claiming to be transgender. Here we go. Dylan, this is James O'Keefe, OMG. Women are being raped in a prison in Washington State by men claiming to be transgender. There's footage of them talking about the rape. Do you have a comment on the story here?
Can you pause this?
Of the women being raped.
Now, I know this is probably a lot for this dude, Dylan, right? It's probably like fucking intense. James O'Keefe's a fucking yoked man, crazy presence, crazy famous, and Dylan's being like just questioned about a pretty sensitive issue in the hotel.
Caught off guard too.
Yeah, caught off guard. I honestly do feel for Dylan. That
Mhm.
being said, if you're Dylan's handler, one, you would never leave him alone like this. And no, especially if whoever put him up in the Four Seasons who has the money to do that. This hotel is so expensive, you guys. It is nuts. But if you have the money, you have to have a handler. And then second, he needs to lean into O'Keefe right there.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to be like, hey, dude.
Definitely.
There's straight people who are killers too. Come on, why are you doing this to me? Come on, Jay,
Yeah.
let's go for a drink. Why don't you turn the camera off and let's just hang out for a little bit? Let's get to know each other, and then I'll give you an interview. Like something, right?
Yeah.
Like use this opportunity to flip the script so all of us people who are like think James O'Keefe is a god, which I do. Oh shit, I'm late. Fuck me.
Yeah, I know. I was wondering about the tennis thing. Sorry, I should have said something.
God.
Do you got to run right now?
Yeah, shit.
Okay.
Anyway,
I had some good stuff on this too.
okay, we'll bring this back. Don't erase this one. We'll leave this one. 517. We'll come back to this. Okay, guys, I love you. Those of you I know, some of you. I love Matt. Okay, fine. Wonderful. I will talk to you guys soon. Don't forget to watch the Max Holloway fight tonight. It's going to be fucking incredible. It's if you have cable, you can just see it on ESPN. It is going to. He's probably one of the most special fighters alive. It is going to be a bloodbath. If you don't like gore, don't watch it. Maybe we'll come back late tonight for a late night show. I will be bugging Souza. For sure, see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. Love you guys. 2 great interviews this week with James Newberry and the UFO God guy. Love you guys. And